FM for life. What's good? It's your boy, Busy the Creator, aka Prof Star Amo, aka Amos. Welcome back to the Motiversity Season 2, baby. Season 2, we're moving. Today's topic is spontaneity. Now, what is spontaneity? Spontaneity literally means the condition of being spontaneous. It might literally mean that a person is flexible or the person has a sense of openness to experience. So that there is the definition of spontaneity. Now, I'm sure right now you are asking yourself this question. What or how do we describe a person as being spontaneous, and is this topic even relevant? Now, let me draw the relevance of this topic by answering this question. What is a spontaneous person? When a person is spontaneous, first of all, before I describe, let me give you two scenarios here. Right now, I'm sure most of you are thinking that a spontaneous person is literally a person who just has or have a tendency for doing things impulsively without planning. I'm sure right now that's like your own definition of a spontaneous person. But guys, let me just shift you away from that perspective and make you realize this. A spontaneous person literally means a person is adventurous and willing to do things on the spur of the moment, like just like that. It doesn't mean that the person doesn't adequately plan to do things. Guys, I want you to understand that sometimes when you overplan things, you tend to not do the right execution towards the thing that you planned. And you involve your emotions when you tend to overplan things. You involve so much emotions that now the end product is not construction, but rather distraction. Now here's the thing. Is spontaneity a good thing? You see, being open to spontaneous events basically, and allowing your mind to reflect on things there rather than rushing from one planned activity to the next, basically can be very beneficial to your emotional health. Because when you tend to overplan things and plan activities, like random activities, what you do is that you involve your emotional state in it, right? Now, if the outcome is not what you anticipated, what happens? You become hurt or you become depressed. Fear, anxiety, and other types of emotions start to build up. When they do, now you start drawing back to this negative thought of, damn, I'm not worth it. Or this thing is not for me. Or I can't do it. I don't feel like I'm the right person for this particular type of activity. Those are the negative thoughts that come to your mind because you involved so many emotions, subconsciously so, because you overplan things. So when you are open to spontaneous events, it's like you're setting your mind to be free. Because when you set your mind to be free to do things spontaneously, what happens is that you don't participate in this thing called logical planning. Instead, you participate in this thing called logical execution. You understand what I'm saying? Logical execution contributes to most of the percentage of your success. Because when you overplan things, trying to put so much logic in there. Basically, what happens is that we end up not doing those things or some of those things because you just try to put some logical planning there without any logical thinking. Without any logical execution. It's good to think about something once or twice, but what will matter the most at the end of the day is your logical execution, guys. It's a logical execution. Look here. Because now your logical execution contributes to the majority of your success stories. Because words do the talk, but actions do the walk. Understand that? Yes. There are so many words in your mind when you participate in some planning there. And those words sometimes cloud your wisdom. Because some other experiences in life don't require your knowledge, they just require your wisdom. No cap, understand the fact that knowledge is just a small proportion of wisdom. Wisdom is the whole thing, it's the whole package. So being spontaneous can do a whole lot of things to you. Let me make an example using my case. Yeah? So this year I realized that my schedules are just over the top, are just crazy. I can't literally plan everything that is happening, because if I were to do that, then I will literally spend hours thinking, planning without executing anything. When the hours pass by, the time is ticking. Time passes by too. After those hours, it's either I'm mentally exhausted and emotionally drained. Do you think I'll have the motivation to execute when I'm in that state of mind? No, definitely not. I don't think so. I tried it, it never happened. But instead what I do, I'm spontaneous. I can literally have like snippet plans or a drawing board where I'm like, okay, this is my to-do list and not to-do list. Then I don't try to follow the procedure as in like I'm busy engaging in a scientific research. No, this is real life, baby. I don't necessarily follow procedures when it comes to reality. Reality hits different than academics. Instead, I do spontaneous execution. How? Okay, let me put it like this. I have academics to nurture. My schedules are just playing games there. They are just doing like this. While I got a YouTube channel going on here. Where do I get the time to sit down here and talk to you? It's not like I planned it. It happened spontaneously. Took one thought and logical execution, and I'm sitting here talking to you right now because of that. On the other hand, I got students, guys. I got students that I have to sit down with, discuss the content, and tell them how to execute and get those 90s and distinctions and all of that. Again, I'm a music creator. I'm done with my album anyway. Yeah, I'm done with my album. I'm gonna release my single on the 15th of September. But that's besides the point. The point here is that I was able to do so many things because I was more spontaneous than being more or than engaging in more logical planning. I was being more spontaneous in all of this. My academics are good. My music is pushing. My students are happy. and my family is also happy, because I believe that more than anything, family deserves more of my time than anything. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna make other aspects to suffer. You understand? So that's the whole thing there. I'm just meshing it up using my experience there. Spontaneity. So yeah, if you are open to experience there, what happens is that you are less likely to face emotional tolls. And that there contributes to your total or your overall mental health. Because these things go hand in hand. One aspect can be active and the other one be deactivated. No. When your emotional health is good, then your mental health is good, which means your physical health is also in a total state of wellness. But if one factor is suffering, then the other factors are ought to suffer too. So guys, do not overthink things. Do necessary planning. Set goals. Put them on your drawing board. After that, I want you to engage in logical execution. Be spontaneous. Because now, events happen out of nowhere. You might be chilling there, pressing your phone, and then a message pops up in the group there that you have a test in 2 days to come. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna wallow in self-doubt? Or are you gonna sit down, have two thoughts, and participate in their spontaneity by logical execution? So you see the advantage of it. It decreases the likelihood that you will face an emotional toll. If it decreases the likelihood that you will face an emotional toll, then it decreases the likelihood that you will face a mental breakdown, you will face a physical exhaustion. See? So you'll constantly be rejuvenated, constantly have a smile on your face. Why? Because if you are a top executor, then there's nothing that's gonna stress you, literally. I'm talking with a big smile right now because I know exactly what I'm talking about, But that's it from me. Spontaneity. Have a lovely day, or is it night for you, or it's in the morning, depending on the time that you watch this video. Peace. You know what? Hit that subscribe button. Call your friends. Hit that like button. Turn on the notification bell there. Till we meet again.